All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, and shalom, Wakasah, Lahabakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners, wherever you may be. All right, I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland, coming back at you with another video. Lord, want us to be edifying to whomever may be watching. And, just want to get this quick clip. I want to play a clip from NBC News, which is a mainstream media outlet, which genuinely brothers don't use, but you still sometimes you can get useful information out of what's happening in the world with the mainstream media and alternative medias as well. But anyway, it says the title reads "How the War with Iran is Impacting Prices." All right, and it says impacting prices of plastics, fertilizer, and more. Now, this video highlights the importance of the Strait of Hormuz and the oil, and not only that, crude oil as well. You know what I'm saying? So, and the importance of the roles that the oil plays throughout the world. All right, and just gonna get some scriptures. I'm gonna make this quick. Just want to play this clip and then get to it.
For many Americans, the most obvious economic impact of the war with Iran is higher gas prices.
It used to be 60 something to fill my tank, now it's 90 something.
But the economic spillover is going far beyond just gas. The conflict is disrupting global supply chains for other surprising and essential products, from fertilizer to helium to the cost of borrowing money.
Across the world, the ripple effects are going to be quite significant.
Take farmers, for example. About 1/3 of the world's fertilizer ingredients move through the Strait of Hormuz. But now, with that critical shipping route at a near standstill,
they said 1/3 of the world's fertilizer moves through the Strait of Hormuz. That's very key, and that's important and to remember. All right, that's very, like I said, it's very important to remember. And I think they said like about 20% of the world's of oil moves through here as well. All right, and you know what I mean. This is affecting the world, the economy, the total global supply chains being affected by that area. You know what I'm saying?
Farmers like Tom Waters in Missouri saying that the cost of what they need to plant this year is already climbing.
We just have to really work hard to trim our cost.
Since the start of the conflict, prices for urea, a key nitrogen-based fertilizer, have climbed more than 70%. Just as demand for fertilizer and fuel is ramping up right now, with farmers preparing for spring planting. And when farm costs rise, food prices can follow. And the impact could be even more severe elsewhere around the world. Another casualty of the conflict? Helium. It's industrially critical for everything from semiconductor chips to MRI machines to rockets. And it's produced as a byproduct of liquid natural gas, or LNG, processing. Qatar is the second largest supplier in the world. Now supplies are shrinking and prices ballooning, leaving buyers in a squeeze.
They'll pay pretty much any price, but it's about, is there an actual interruption in the supplies? Can they get it at all?
And that's not all. Prices for plastics like polyethylene, used in everything from bottles to shopping bags, have surged more than 30% since the war began. Experts also warn the conflict is pushing up borrowing costs. Everything from auto loans to credit card debt and mortgages can become more expensive, even as the Federal Reserve keeps interest rates steady. The average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage has already jumped about 0.5 percentage point since the beginning of the month.
In this environment, we're likely to see those rates remain quite a bit higher than they were pre-conflict, and unfortunately, that will erode affordability for many potential home buyers, for many potential consumers looking to buy large ticket items.
So even if you're not commuting in a car, the cost of a war thousands of miles away can still hit the wallet. Ali Canal, NBC News.
Yeah, because it's all linked together. You know what I mean? How the Lord got this world set up. One thing affects another, or some things affect others. You know what I'm saying? It's a chain reaction. All right, but you seen in the video the things that they were speaking about, how oil affects everything. You know what I'm saying? It was talking about other stuff that you probably wasn't aware of, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we've been telling you about, man. And it's only going to get worse, man. There's nothing. I remember Elder D Match did that video, I think yesterday or the day before. And me and the brother Royale spoke a little bit about the lesson, but I believe the title was "It's Not Gonna Get Better" or something like that that Elder D Match put up. But it's not, man. It's not. It's gonna get better for us, but worse for you people, because we are the only ones looking for this place to pretty much go to shit. And that way, the downfall of this place will lead to the rising of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom ultimately of Yahweh Shem Shai, which we will be joint rulers. The Israelite men will be joint rulers with him, and naturally following the Israelite women will partake in that you know um situation. So anyway, this is Ezekiel 2:8. It says, "But thou son of man, what it says, hear what I say unto thee. It says, be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee." And this is the Lord talking to Ezekiel to consume and digest spiritually, mentally, the words in which he's referring to, known as the Bible. All right, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, verse 9, it says, "And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein." And let's see what this is going to, that roll of a book known as the scrolls. It says, "And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe." And that goes into the things that we read. The men of the Lord have been given access by Yahweh Shem Yahushai to decipher, the coded things that are written in the Bible. All right, the secrets, man. All right, he scripture talk about that, Amos 3:7. He giveth the secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. We are out there telling you the things that are about to take place, the things that happen and are happening and that will happen is all according to the Bible. There's no other way you can explain your life, you know. So hey, man, just be prepared for that lamentation, mourning, and woe, and don't act like you wasn't warned. We told you, man. We've been telling you. All right. And now when this shit starts to get worse, man, you got no one to blame but yourself. All right, you got no one to blame but yourself, man. All right, and like I said, myself along with the other Akim, we are happy that these things are happening, man, because this place needs to get destroyed. It needs to get worse before it gets better, and that's exactly what's gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? Last scripture, man. I just wanted to end it real quick. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 5. "For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." You know what I'm saying? So we see the end is coming, man. All right, this is going to lead to more chaos, more uprising of the people, because once these people start to feel it in their pockets and feel it in their everyday living expenses, to where their families are being affected, their lives are being affected, you are eventually going to see an uprising of the people, which that's going to go into the book of 2 Corinthians 15 and 16 chapter. All right, and like I said, it's not going to be pretty. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, I pray more shit, more bad shit happens to this world. You know what I mean? So the kingdom of heaven can be ushered in. And with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, our demands to our apostles, Elder Millstone, and a Shalom Wakasah Allah Habakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners where you may be. Shalom.